What's up, YouTube fam? Another event that happened fairly recently. My man Tucker Carlson talking to Vladimir Putin. Supposed to be like the most dangerous, most deadliest, most terrible leader in the whole world, according to mainstream media, of course. I like Vladimir Putin. I think he's one. I think Vladimir Putin is probably the greatest leader right now. Like a person that can actually lead a nation and lead a country. He's damn good. He's damn good, man. Like Putin really knows how to handle a country. I'm just being honest. You know, no bias or nothing. So I've watched some of the interview. I'll be honest, I haven't got to watch all of it, so I'm not really going to point out anything that was said about the interview, which I'm kind of ashamed to do it like that, because I really wanted to like point out some, like, whatever points they may have made or like whatever flaws they may have had. I want to be able to actually talk about that specifically. But like I said, I didn't watch the whole thing. But from what I did watch, I will say, you know, Putin's very intelligent. One thing about Tucker Carlson that people like so much is that, you know, when you oppose somebody or you oppose somebody's views or you don't agree with someone's leadership, you don't just sweep them under the rug and just shut them out. You talk to them, have a discussion with them, have a conversation with them about what's going on. That's exactly what Tucker Carlson did. Now, what this video is mainly going to focus on is the fact that this man got so much hate. He's getting, I mean, he been getting hatred for being one of the only real motherfuckers on Fox News, one of the only real motherfuckers in mainstream media, period. That's why they kicked him off mainstream media. So he's got his own little platform. And, you know, he had Vladimir Putin. You know, y'all know all about the stuff with Russia and, you know, Ukraine and all this stuff. I've did a video about that too. Go check it out. I'm not about to get all into that again. So basically, you know, people are mad because he's talking to Putin. And, you know, they want everybody to just follow these narratives that this person's bad. You don't talk, this person's the enemy, that person's our friend, this guy's good, that guy's bad. You're supposed to like that guy, but you're not supposed to like this guy. I'm just tired of this shit, man. Everybody's tired of it, bro. We're tired of the fucking propaganda, y'all. We are just tired of it. People want to know the truth. People want to hear. The people that they say is your enemy is usually not the enemy. Just know that throughout history, you know, they said Gaddafi was the worst thing to ever happen to Libya. That was a lie. They said Saddam Hussein is the worst thing to ever happen to Iraq. That was a lie. So, you know, now they're saying Trump is the worst. So, I mean, come on. Now they're saying Putin is the worst thing to happen. So are y'all starting to see a pattern? Anytime the mainstream media or the elites or the powers that be tell you that another group of power is bad, it's usually, that doesn't mean that the other group of power is good, but they're usually not as bad as the other group is saying, because the one who controls the narrative is the one who controls the world and has all the power. The people who control the world and have all the power are not good. It's just common fucking sense. They're bad people. They're bad. They've done bad things to get to that power. So they're telling you somebody else is bad. There's two ways to look at it, honestly. You can look at it as, well, maybe they are bad. Maybe they're so bad that even the other bad people say they're bad. Or you can try to say, well, no, maybe they're actually kind of good. You know, maybe they're not bad or whatever. Me, I'm kind of like in the middle with it. I'm like, well, you know, maybe they're not good, but they're not that bad either. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe they just have a conflict of interest. They could all be on the same level of evil, but maybe this side is doing something that side doesn't like, or doing something that's messing up this side's plan. To say who's really good and who's bad is almost impossible the way the world is nowadays. For me to sit up here and say Vladimir Putin is a good guy, or any of these people, you know, Mr. Adolf, any of these people, to say that any of these people were good people or that they had a good plan, a good agenda, is kind of going too far. Maybe they're good people, maybe they're not. Maybe they're just a little bit good and a little bit bad. I mean, you know, but all I know is that the people who control the mainstream narratives are very bad. They are pure evil. I mean, just come on, bro. I can't even explain how bad these people are. If you even want to call them people, these are just real live fucking demons that we're living amongst. So, you know, these demons, they get the, you know, they start telling us who we're supposed to like, who we're not supposed to like. So the man Tucker Carlson, all he did, you know, he did an interview. He wasn't agreeing with everything he said. It wasn't like a pro-Russian campaign or an anti-Ukraine campaign, or not even an anti-UN campaign, which it should have been, because I'm completely against the UN. What they call the United Nations, devils. NATO, I've done a video about this. NATO, I'm just gonna do a quick little recap on this. They always saying that, you know, they always talk about, you know, white supremacy and racism and this and this and that. That's one of the main reasons why they want everybody to hate Trump, right? Because he's a white supremacist. And now think about this. NATO consists of every country, every single fucking country that has fucked over Africa, that has colonized Africa. Places like France, where is it? Fucking Switzerland, whoever, fucking England. I mean, you name them, bruh. A lot of these European white countries that colonized Africa, especially France. I mean, honestly, man, I think the France is like one of the worst that did to Africa. Honestly, that's just my opinion. Spain, all these white countries that pretty much took over Africa and like fucked over Africa and robbed Africa. They're all part of NATO, and NATO is against Russia. See, Ukraine, one thing I gotta say, not to get too, you know, into the, you know, geographical, because I know a lot of you people don't pay attention to this shit, and I don't want to lose y'all. But Ukraine has never really been an independent nation. Ukraine has never really been separate from Russia. From what I've been researching and learning, correct me if I'm wrong, anybody, but Ukraine is not an independent nation from Russia. They've always been a part of Russia. It's just Putin kind of just let them kind of do their own thing. Now you got NATO surrounding the fucking country of Russia, and then you got Ukraine being involved with NATO. That's why Putin went and invaded them. It's a very, very smart war strategy. Putin is not a fucking fool. He's a very good chess player. Like, he knows what the fuck he's doing. He knows how to beat these motherfuckers at their own little evil game. So to sit here and act like Putin is just the worst thing in the world is crazy. For people to claim to be against white supremacy, but to be pro-NATO is just fucking ridiculous. So my whole thing is, you know, Tucker Carlson, he talked to Putin, had a conversation with him. I said, it wasn't a pro-Putin, wasn't a pro-Russian thing. He was just talking with him and asking questions and trying to get some understanding on what Putin's agenda is, which I think is a very intelligent thing to do, especially if he's a bad guy. Think about this. I'm gonna close with this because I want y'all to really think. I don't want to just be trying to program. I'm not trying to push propaganda on y'all. I'm trying to wake y'all up from the propaganda that's already been pushed on y'all. I'm trying to open y'all's motherfucking eyes, man, because a lot of y'all are just blind as fuck, just straight sheep. So here's my thing. I just want y'all to really, really think about this, y'all, before I cut this video off. If Putin's the bad guy, you doing an interview with him to get his point of view so that he can maybe tell on himself and expose his agenda, that will prove that he's the bad guy, because then he will expose himself by talking. You know, you let a motherfucker talk enough, they'll tell on themselves. So why are you trying to shut him out? When a person's bad, you don't put tape over his mouth. You let him speak so everybody else can see how bad he is. Or if the words he's saying, I said the same shit about Mr. Andrew Tate. If a person's words are negative or wrong, then challenge them on what they're saying. Prove that what they're saying is wrong. Let them speak so other people can see that they're wrong. But y'all want people to not talk to Putin. Y'all want people to not interview him. How the fuck is that proving that he's bad? Maybe they're afraid that he's going to tell what his agenda is, and then maybe the people are going to see that, damn, Putin is actually right. Putin is actually on point. You know, just think about that, y'all. Just think about that. I had to touch on this because, you know, it's kind of an old topic now. They've already been trying to sweep it under the rug like they've been doing with the fucking Mark Zuckerberg thing, but y'all know I got to talk about it. So, honestly, I fucks with Putin just because I think he's a very brave, very intelligent leader. He's not a little fucking incompetent pussy like the guy Joe Biden we got in fucking office now. He's a real live leader. Yeah, Putin may have done some fucked up things. He done killed people. He done poisoned people. But hey, that's what a real fucking leader does. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to compare him with like Haile Selassie or something like that. But man, I would say like Putin is definitely in my top 5. If I had to pick the top 5 world leaders or like leaders of a nation, Putin is definitely top. I don't know if he's number 1, but he's definitely top 5. Straight the fuck up. So that's it, y'all. That's really all I wanted to talk about. Go see it again. Go watch the interview if you haven't. It's hard to find a full interview on YouTube, but I'm going to put a link in the description. I'm gonna put something in the description so y'all can maybe get guided towards that, you know, the full interview or something. So y'all know tomorrow's Friday. Y'all know I don't upload stuff on the weekend. I was supposed to upload something yesterday. But tomorrow, I'm going to talk about the reason why I don't celebrate or acknowledge Black History Month. And we're going to... Go ahead, y'all. Somebody walking in the middle of the fucking street. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to talk about tomorrow why I don't fuck with Black History Month. And so, yeah, stay tuned, y'all. I will see y'all tomorrow. Peace.